G'day, Tragic here, and welcome to turn 4 of Mountains of Madness. I think we're doing fairly well. We have a bit of a problem going on down here, but not too bad. This is going to be a bit of a problem. We've got a fire here, and we've got the riot in the same space, so that's not very good. And Rita's right next to him, so this is the last bit of the dungeon to explore besides these two empty tiles. There's no other so we're going to explore that and get the hell out of Dodge with Rita. That's the plan. Before we do that though, first thing we're going to do is activate Carlson, and 1, 2, 3, yeah, activate Carlson, and he is going to see what's in here. Right, so we're just going to click on here. The door leads into a small room behind the hotel. The room is without windows or lights. You strain your eyes to see inside. You can explore only if you have a light source. Okay, so the only person in our group at the moment with a light source is Dale Simmons with the lamp here. So we can't go in there. Now Daryl Simmons is all the way down here. Oh, that's something else about Daryl Simmons. If we look at his setup here, he actually had a clue token, and he could have used a clue to unlock that puzzle, but we didn't do it. So you can actually spend clue points to continue making moves on puzzles, which you probably should have done. I guess I could do it now, but I'm not going to. Well, I really don't know what to do here. I'm pretty sure that the fire is going to spread out this way. This guy's going to come up here. I'm really not sure what to do. So these things, I want to see what's in them, but I'm pretty sure the monster's coming this way, so I want to move everyone to this side of the dungeon. So he's just going to check out this location. So we're going to do this one instead. You brush the sand and dirt from the boat to check its condition. It's a sight test. Okay, so his observation is 5, so he's got quite good observation. And he gets 1, 2 successes. So we come over here, 1, 2. You remove the old fishing net from the bottom of the boat and discover a gaping hole in the boat's hull. You would be surprised if it floats at all, but you do find something else of use. Gain the bandages common item, then discard this search token. Okay, so this is just a healing item. It's equipment, action, discard up to 2 face down damage, and discard this card. Okay, boom. And for his next action, he's going to go 1, 2. Okay, the sister's turn. She's going to check out here. Right, so let's click over here. Yeah, boy. A number of rowboats are stacked on the dock. You might be able to use one of them to reach the fishing boat in the bay. Okay. We know we won't be doing that because we've already worked out what we've got to do. You attempt to push one of the boats into the water, but discover it is chained to the dock. You glance over the rest of the boats and find them tethered as well. You will need to find a way to bring the fishing boat to you. Before turning your attention elsewhere, you decide to search the boats for anything of use. Okay, so this is another observation test. Her observation is 3. Isn't very good. Come on. Boom, she gets 1 success. You can't even use tokens to convert. 1 success, confirm. You discover a ratty fishing net and a rotting oar, but nothing that you could think could help you in your investigation. And the icon did not disappear, so there's we've got to get 2 successes or higher to open that. And I actually screwed that up because what I wanted to do was move there and activate that, but I forgot for a second that it takes an action to move. So she's actually going to go 1, 2 to here. Okay, now we have Simmons. He's going to do a move action, which is going to take him to here, but on his way, he's going to interact with this dude. Okay, so down here, click. The old man has passed out drunk against a trash can. He has a silver key hanging from a ring on his belt. Ooh, a silver key. Hello, slap him, steal the key. Okay, so there's 3 choices here. These are probably going to be 3 different tests using different skills. Now, Simmons has everything is 3 except observation, which is 5. Now, observation, I don't think observation is going to help us. We've got talking, strength probably, and steal a key is probably going to be, I guess that would be agility would be my guess. So let's do that, steal the key. Kabam. Yep. You attempt to slip the key off the ring without waking him. Agility test. Wow. Now his agility is 4. Boom. And he has 1 success and 2 of those things. Now, he is still focused from when the pastor blessed him, but he has 2 of these things, and what he's going to do is he's going to spend 1 of these. He's going to spend 1 of these, yonk, and then using, and the sister is here, and she's 2 spaces away, which is within range, which is 3 spaces. So we're going to use her ability to also change 1, and her ability allows people to change a single investigation into a success. So we end up with a 3-roll success. Nice. A 1, 2, 3. Confirm that. You carefully slide the key off the ring, gain the silver key unique item. Okay, he didn't disappear. Okay, so he's got the silver key. That's all well and good. Yog Sothoth is the gate. Yog Sothoth is the key. The guardians of the gate. Ah, he's one of the Twilight Lodge. Bam. Okay, and now he's going to finish his movement, which puts him into this space here. And that's his 2 actions done. Now the father is sort of in the middle of nowhere, so don't know what he's going to be doing. I think for starters, he's going to come in here. May as well pick up that question mark. No need to block this right yet. So he's going to come in here. So he's got 2 movements. So he's going to go 1 and click on that. Okay, so we just click on this sucker. A bizarre statue is on display inside a glass case. Pick the lock or smash the glass. Okay, so this is a similar kind of thing. My guess is that that's going to be a strength or an agility or an intelligence test. Now his intelligence is 4 and his agility and strength are both 3. So we're going to do pick the lock. Oh, it's an observation. And his observation is 2. Ugh. The case uses a simple lock. You pull out a pin and attempt to get it open. We're really not using the father correctly. He should be with other investigators so he can constantly keep them focused. Boom! Okay, so he gets 1 success. That's a fail, I bet. Okay, so bam! You struggle with the lock to no avail. Boo! And he's going to stay there, I guess, and do that next turn. Meanwhile, it's now Rita's turn. First thing she's going to do is activate this new space. Yeah, bam. You try the door handle but find it locked. You bang on the door but you cannot hear a response over the din of the nearby mob. Ah, okay, we can't activate that while the mob is in town. That didn't use an action. And we know that this room here, we need a light source, and she doesn't have one. So she's just going to, Barney, do a run. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so her movement allows her to go 3 spots, so she's run away, but on the way she's going to look in here. So she's gone 1, 2, investigate 3. Okay, bam. You dig through the abandoned materials for anything of use. Okay, rolling terribly today. Her observation is 3. She gets 3 dice. Boom. Okay, so she gets 1, and she's got a couple of investigation icons. She's going to use the lucky rabbit's foot. This allows her to re-roll 1 dice. So let's re-roll. Come on, we want a success, please. Oh my god, it's fallen behind the table. It's going to take me forever to get that. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, so that's still one of those annoying things, and she's got no clues. And that is a single success, which probably is not going to be enough. Bam, confirm. You find frayed rope and moulding fishing nets, but nothing you'll want to take with you. And the icon didn't disappear, so what a horribly bad turn. The one that went under the table was a blank, by the way. That was a pretty unproductive turn. We didn't actually do jack of anything. Still, we did find out that we need a lamp source here, and we have gotten away from the mob at least. We couldn't open this door, couldn't open this box. We got a key, I don't know what for yet. Let's go to the mythos phase. The fire spreads out of control. Place fire in a space adjacent to the space containing fire. So we are going to place it here. Otherwise we'll have to just have problems getting into that location. I think the monster, right, which way is the monster going to go? That's the question. I suppose it doesn't really matter as he's got 90 something health, but basically because he's starting in a location with a fire he gets a damage, and if he moves into a location with fire he gets a damage. So if he moves this way and I have the fire here, it's going to cause 2 damage, but it's got 96, doesn't he? So who cares? I think we're going to go with what I said before. We're going to put it down here and try and leave this space free. Nice. So fire spreads, bam. The ground gives way beneath Carson Sinclair's foot, threatening to twist an ankle or worse. Carson Sinclair suffers 2 face-down damage and agility negates. Then he flips 2 face-up damage. Carson, he has an agility of 2, so he's probably taking 2 damage right now. His foot's going to fall through the floorboard of the dock. Boom! Oh, terrible. You can't really do anything. And we flip these up straight away. Except, of course, these are horror cards and not damage cards. So that was a bit of a disaster. Just give it a quick shuffle. So they're supposed to be damage cards. Right. So that's this deck here, the one with all the, actual correct deck. Righto, so we get 2 of these, and we have to flip them face up straight away. Bam. Okay, so he has a broken leg. You fall as pain lances up your leg. When you try to stand, you fall over again. Keep face up. If you move more than a single space as part of your action, flip 1 damage face up. Gee. Oh, and he's got a broken arm. Wow, that was a nasty fall. You cannot feel your arm at all, and you think that this might be a bad sign. Keep face up. If you ever have more than 2 items, drop all but 2 of your items. So, he's got a broken leg and a broken arm. Takes him to 6 damage. And of course, he's got to drop both his items, because he's got 3 items. So he's going to drop the 2 bits of evidence. Well, I guess the rotting floorboards of those that dock was pretty bad. He sort of fell into it and fell over and broke his leg and then his wrist. Ouch. Luckily for him though, the third item is actually abandoned, which allows him to discard 2 damage, 2 face down damage. Oh, he's stuck with it. Oh my god, this is harsh. Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. So he can't move and he can't carry things. Awesome. But we do have Flesh Ward, which allows us to discard damage. It is a spell though. That is for the father. Oh, this turn is brutal! Oh my god. Just when I was thinking, oh, this is a bit easy, this scenario, bam, everything's hitting the fan.
The Innsmouth mob moves 2 spaces towards Alley 2. The horde brings with them anyone foolish enough to be swept up in the clamour. Each investigator who shares a space with the Innsmouth mob during this movement suffers 1 face down damage, becomes stunned, and moves with the mob.
Yep, so that's... damn it. Okay, back where I was. So he goes 1, 2, and he suffers 1 damage because he was in a fire space.
So give him 1 damage. Continue. The monster attacks to anyone. The Innsmouth mob attacks each investigator in its space. So last time they were throwing bottles and stuff. I guess once they set themselves on fire, they didn't actually attack this time because this is who's in the space and she is no longer in the space. So that was good. No investigators in the space. Click. The Innsmouth mob quietens for a moment, putting their misshapen heads together. Then one of the numbers splits off at a jog, and the mob resumes its rambunctious patrol. Spawn a maniac in the Innsmouth mob space. Oh, okay.
Oh, no, this is interesting. This is actually a model from the conversion kit. Right, so a maniac spawns in there. Nice. Oh, let's read what he says. Oh, this one has a special ability. Unstoppable. This monster converts all investigation to successes while attempting to destroy a barricade. Nice. Oh, God, I hate these things. I hate these models so much. Right. I think next time I play this, I'm just going to use standees. Okay, there they go. Okay, so the mob is colluding and making plans. That doesn't sound promising. It sounds extremely dangerous.
Let's continue. Bonk. The maniac moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, then it attacks the investigator in its space who suffers the least damage. Moves 2 more spaces.
Oh no. 1, 2. And then attacks. Rita again.
The monster attacks. The maniac rushes forward and grabs you by the head, then leans back and suddenly slams forward into your face with bone-crushing force. Do a 2 strength test. If you pass, you somehow manage to avoid the bulk of the attack, become dazed. If you fail, you stagger backwards, blood pouring from your nose, suffer 2 face down damage and become stunned. So nothing but bad going on here. Okay, so her strength is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 successes, please. Okay, we get 4 successes, so that's fine. Okay, so there's a number of days cards. They've all got no back though, so it doesn't really matter. They basically say, you cannot spend clues to convert dice results or perform additional puzzle steps. At the end of the turn, discard this card. So that wasn't as bad as it could have been. She got dazed, but she didn't get damaged. Where were you, Bass? You were supposed to come and help me during the rolling. You turned up right now, just when everything's gone to hell. Thanks a lot. What use are you, mascot? God. Okay, continue. Bam. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against a monster within range with the highest horror rating. After all horror checks have been resolved, tap the end phase button. My God. So now we have 2 horror checks to do?
Actually, you only have to do one horror check. So what you do, you look at the guys and yeah, so his value is 1. That's his horrificness value, I guess. The more squidgy and tentacly, the worse it is, I suppose. And the riot is a juicy 4 value. So that's what we do. So what happens is you only do one horror check per investigator, no matter how many monsters are in range, and you just do it versus the most hideous of the lot, which happens to be the riot. So we're going to do that one.
Okay, confirm. You recognize faces within the mob, good, honest, ordinary people you saw just the other day. People who once smiled to see you and now seem out of their mind with rage. How could such evil lurk in the hearts of common people? Suffer 3 face-down damage, horror damage, and mind negates. Her mind is 4, so she gets 4 dice. We need 3 successes. We have 1 success, and we've got no tokens, which you can't use anyway. We do have a lucky rabbit's foot, so let's roll 1 lucky rabbit's foot. Boom! So that's 2 successes. So we take 1 face down damage. Gonna have to redo all this. Oh god, she's in trouble. Click, and that is the end of the Mythos phase.
While editing, I noticed that she'd already used her rabbit's foot. I've got to start putting that in tapped after I use it. You can only use this once per round. So because she was already used it, we couldn't get that second roll, which means you have to take another horror damage. Wow. Not good. Not good at all. Wow, that was a horrific turn for us. We got absolutely nothing achieved. We just sort of fumbled around. We failed a whole bunch of tests. Rita got absolutely pummeled. Dr. Carlson broke his arm and his leg and had to drop all the evidence that we've been collecting. In fact, the only positive thing in the entire session is that Simmons managed to nick that key, which you don't know what it's for, from the bum out here. We do know that this door is locked, so it could be the key to here, but it's so far away. Now here's the real problem. We've got, you know, we might have to, what are we going to do here? We can probably try and put some damage on him and then run away, or we might just do like a double run and just like get the hell out. We'll have to do an evade check and then go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, get back in the house, like just full on get the hell out of Dodge. We also need to bring a light source for this room here, and we still have to find out what's this way, what's in this room. My guess is that either this room or this room is going to be where the detective is. This is going to be like some kind of dungeon cellar or something we can get to. No idea really what this is, but yeah, that's that. What a horrific turn. And I will see you guys